afternoon everyone, welcome to Jendera. I'm Geraldine and I've just gotten ready to go for the crop swap. Got a little basket ready here with some goodies to take to the crop swap, which isn't a huge offering, but it's pretty good considering we've been sick for the last 2 months, just about on and off. Got some pigeon pea seeds, got some scobies from kombucha.
And kombucha.
Yeah, there's a little bit of kombucha in each bag, so that you've got the mother and you've got some mother in there as well as the SCOBY liquid, and the SCOBY as well as some of the liquid. So we've got some comfrey roots.
And some
You can break those into like little inch pieces and stick them in the dirt and they'll grow.
Comfrey leaves.
Oh, there's some comfrey plants in here as well. So I had some, that's a little plant that I broke off another one. But I had some that I had propagated earlier a couple of months ago. Plus a couple of butternut pumpkin
and some
plants.
leaves.
Yes, there's some leaves, but they're attached to the plant, Jonathan. But what I want to show you is something I'm very, very excited about. I got given some grape plants from Dawn from Sandy Toes Homestead YouTube channel, and I thought they had died. I mean, seriously, the plant looks pretty dead, but I was moving it and look what I found. So this little plant has come all the way from, it was originally from Sicily, this little cutting, and I am so excited that
and
this
look
one,
here.
yes, that's what I just showed them.
It's a new shirt.
And the grapevine cuttings that Anita from Happy Days Farm gave me,
Mom,
they're sprouting.
shirt.
Yes, Jonathan, I already showed them that.
Oh.
There's some mulberry cuttings I took from my tree. I don't know whether that's going to survive or not.
Hey, looky here, dragon
Yeah,
fruit.
dragon fruit's doing fantastically. I got that from the crop swap.
I can't wait to let fruit.
I got that 2 or 3 months ago. These, I don't think these grape cuttings are going to do any good, but that's okay. And these little mulberry cuttings that I got from Anita from Happy Days Farm look like they're doing well. I've been coming along and breaking off the fruit every time I see them because I want them to do.
Mom, look, it's a ripe.
Yes, it's a pea. So I think
And
these.
it's also ripe.
Yes, I think these mulberries are going to, these cuttings are going to strike. I'm not sure about these ones. I don't think they're going to strike. And some of those aren't doing all that well. But check these out. I got these from the guy that I got the girls from, the goats. I'm not sure which one's which, but there's a bitter leaf, I believe, and a tree marigold. I'm not sure which one's which. I guess I'll find out when it flowers. But these cuttings are doing fantastically, and they're going to be a great fodder for the goats, so I'm really pleased with that. It's doing really, really well. And I sprouted some chicken food. I'm trying to grow some fodder for the goats as well from that perspective, so I'm going to be sprouting them. So that's just a chicken seed mix. So yes, and my butternut pumpkins are doing well.
Sunflower.
Yeah, there's little sunflowers in there and all sorts of different grains. So, and that's where I had the comfrey to propagate them. There's still a few more little plants in there, but and I've got some pigeon peas and some cucumbers over there. But I'll have to show you the, do we make it through the jungle to get to the grapevine? I don't know if you remember a few months ago, well, actually, it was right at the beginning of winter that we planted the other grape from Adorn over there. So we'll go have a look at that and I'll show you what's happening with the rest of the garden over there. Got given this rose a little while ago and it's doing really well. I finally got that one planted. I've got another one that needs planting. I'm pretty sure that one died. Oh, sorry, my white balance is all off. Pretty sure that one died. That asparagus is coming back. That's a Washington asparagus, and it looks like there's a strawberry in there too. I need to get that planted. I planted a purple asparagus here and another one down there. It hasn't, neither of them have sent up any shoots yet, so yeah. But this grapevine's doing fantastically. My little comfrey down there, and my sweet potato is doing well, and another grapevine, that grapevine is one that Gavin gave me a couple of years ago. It's not dead either, and it's finally in the ground and all nicely mulched. So it's doing well. Everything in here is actually really overgrown. I cut a heap of these weeds back yesterday and gave them to the goats, who are absolutely stoked. I'm a little bit nervous about this long grass because it's snake season now here. Yes, that little asparagus has come back nicely. I need to get back over there and trim all that back. There's lots of little bugs flying around. Not sure if they're native bees or what they are. But anyway, got very excited to see that grapevine has actually survived winter and my tender administrations. So really, really pleased, and I'm so looking forward to seeing it produce fruit this year, assuming my cats don't dig it up. So yeah, and I've got a comfrey next to that. I want to plant some more stuff around there as ground cover, but I've got another, the purple asparagus fern is just over there somewhere, but it's not, it hasn't come back to life yet, but I got it as a bare root crown. So, and I haven't grown the purple variety before, so that should be interesting to see how that goes. But I need to get in and clean up all of this stuff. It's really a bit overgrown in this section. Yeah, we've got a few strawberry plants over there that are starting to flower, and everything is starting to just kick along nicely. But we're just getting ourselves organised for the crop swap. I need to get in there and, or maybe get Gavin to whip a snip or something. I got in here and just pulled out a heap of weeds to give to the goats yesterday, and the goats loved it. They really enjoyed it. Cats. Kitty is very cute, but something has been digging up my garden. I don't know whether it's her or whether it's somebody else, but or some other wild animal. We've got a lot of wildlife in the area, but I'll show you how the other garden's going. The mango that I planted just here, it's put on a new set of leaves and it's doing fantastically. The rosemary's doing well. The aloe vera is looking a bit sad. Canna lily's doing well. Blueberry's looking pretty good. So it's all looking great. Really happy with that. I haven't been keeping up with the watering of the mushroom compost, so I'm not anticipating that it's going to survive. I've been getting a few mushrooms, but it's getting too hot now. Mushrooms like cooler weather. So something dug up over here and something dug up over there, but the plants are okay. So the blueberry here is okay, and so the pepino is doing fantastically there. I'm really happy with that. The coffee tree plant has put on some growth, and my chickens all need new tarps for their roofs. They all are not doing really well. And I just got those big bales of mulch delivered. Rob Bob actually put me on to the gentleman I got those from. They were loose and that was out in the paddock and got damaged, so it was getting sold off nice and cheap. So Rob Bob's got it for smoothing out or clearing down his backyard, getting ready for having it rented out because they've just bought a farm. But yeah, so Rob Bob's aquaponics is going to be moving and they're going to be on acreage. But yeah, we had that bit dug up over there as well. And something has eaten some of my macadamia nut tree. But it had put on some beautiful new growth. The raspberries are actually starting to flower. I really should have those in the dirt somewhere. But what do you do? There's only so much time in the day. Mulberry's starting to come back after the goats trimmed it back for me. The blueberries, I've got lots of little blueberries on them. It's really great. Still got lots of things I need to plant out that I just haven't gotten to yet. But check out the borage and the iris. Aren't they just so pretty? The borage is doing fantastically. I'm really pleased with it. The ice cream bean tree is really not doing well. I'm not sure what its problem is. But, you know, what do you do? Everything else is going well. The white yarrow is doing fantastically. The red yarrow is over under that mulberry, which is doing fantastically, but the red yarrow is not doing well. That blueberry is doing really well as well. Got lots of blueberry on there. Plantain's doing fantastic. Look at the size of those leaves. I've never seen plantain with such big leaves, except for at Mudbrook Herb Cottage, of course. My lemongrass is all coming back now, which I'm really pleased about. And my canna lily edulis, that's got a really big bulb on it. That one's starting to get leaves out, which is great. So pleased. My iris over here is doing fantastically. It's got lots of little flowers. Had double flowers on this one. That one had double flowers too, so it's really pretty. My little red yarrow's not doing well. I think it got too much shade from the comfrey, which is not looking very happy. So that's telling me that I need to water, which at the moment I'm trying to sort stuff out for the goats. So I'm not going to be watering that many times. I might do it tomorrow. But the mulberries loaded with fruit. Really pleased with that. My rosemary's doing well. The elderberry, the blueberry. My moringa's not doing fantastically. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I would have thought it was throw up a lot more new growth than that by now, but it has got new growth, so it's not dying, so that's good. But we're having some really odd days at the moment. Quite cold nights with very hot days. Look at that, beautiful strawberries. Blueberries doing well. I'm not sure when to pick my spaghetti squash. I just don't know. I haven't grown spaghetti squash before. Jonathan's calendula is flowering beautifully. He's very pleased about that and keeps wanting to eat it. Oh, and look, his emperor mandarin has started to flower. The gladioli have come up nicely. So is the lemongrass cutting plant that I put in there. So we might get some flowers from the gladioli at some point. My pella hasn't done anything, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Matthew's blood orange has got stacks of new shoots. It's just got so much new growth on it. It's loving this spot by the looks of it. Look at that. And the comfrey down there is saying that it's needing some water. His gladiolis are doing well. And the comfrey here is again saying, I need water. Oh, and that lemongrass has come up too. And the blueberries are doing well. And the little navel orange up here, it's doing fantastically. It's got lots of flowers that are clearly being pollinated. And again, I'll be taking any fruit that actually do form off that, because it's just such a small tree. I don't want it fruiting yet. I want it to put all its energy into root growth, not into fruit development. So any fruit that does set, I will be taking off. My daylilies and Matthew's calendula are all doing well over there. And the rest of the food forest is developing nicely, which is wonderful. Matthew helped with getting some wood chips out the other day. So, oh man, I've had a cold. Still, sick of being sick. Lots of blueberries. Hopefully they'll help me get better when they ripen up. So, Jonathan's been harvesting all my strawberries, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm glad he's getting out in the garden and enjoying it. The three-way apple's doing well. The pear's doing fantastically after the goats nibbled at it all and took away all its leaves, so it's recovering nicely. Blueberry's doing well. My little macadamia over here. Oh, and the blueberry. Macadamia is doing okay. Looks like it needs some water actually. I haven't got all of these in yet, so that elderberry needs to be planted. That blueberry needs to be planted. I've got the finger lime in, so at least it's in the ground. I was having a lot of problems with my little macadamia nut because the plant kept getting knocked over when it was in the pot, and I think it desperately needs some water by the looks of it. Looks like it might have gotten a little bit of transplant shock, but it kept getting knocked over, so I had to get it in the ground. It really needs some mulch put around it, as to my little elderberry. But they've got more of a chance being in the dirt now than just in the pot. And the pot kept getting blown over by the wind. That's a little Leucaena, another blueberry, and over there is definitely doing well. So I've got a bit of a variety of stuff over here. The blueberries are just doing fantastically. I'm so excited about the blueberries. I think my elderberry may actually have died. I don't know. Time will tell, I guess. The rosemary's doing well down there. And I've got some of the tree marigold and bitter leaf over here as well. Much smaller cuttings than the other ones. There's a little one. And another one over there. And some comfrey. But the mulberries recovered from the goats' attention, which is fantastic. The goats are doing wonderfully. The whole herd's back together, and we put them into the small paddock at night, so they all go in there, and then we let them out first thing in the morning into the big paddock. So yeah, the boys are growing quickly, as is Ruth. This little mango in here is not doing as well as the other one. I don't think it's getting enough sun. The comfrey's doing well though. I was kind of hoping that the reflected light would be enough, but I don't know. I probably should have put this around the other way so that the moringa that I planted in here was in that other one. But that little moringa's doing okay. It's got a heap of new branches forming, and the Malabar spinach is doing well down there. But I better get organised. I'll come and do a goat update another day. Gotta get ready for this crop swap with the homesteaders of the Lockyer Valley. It's great to meet other like-minded people. Looks like somebody's having a bonfire over there. See, I'll show you the chicks. Chicks are loving being out on the grass in a bigger pen now. So they've got their new waterer, bigger feeder. They're doing really well. Really happy with their progress. Need to move them to a new patch of grass soon. Have to figure out how to do that without them getting out. Because to do that, I'm going to get them over that drainage ditch. So I suspect they're all going to get out. It's going to be a bit of a pest. But if I make it that they're hungry at the time, they'll follow the food. So that'll probably work. But yes. Anyway, you have a great day. Remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. And I'll catch you in the comments. Bless you.